back to the Scene Being Pro Wrestling Podcast. He is C, he is Corey, I'm G, I'm Garrett. You can find us on anywhere, place, thing, or whatever where you find podcasts. One of these days, I'll make that a lot smoother than how it
No,
is.
you won't.
No, I won't.
No, you won't.
I never. We could be 5 years into this, and I'll still just be like, do stuff
I'm
with
Corey.
with our things. So yeah, we're on Twitter and all your social media shit, wherever you find your podcast shit. We're on the YouTube shit, and, kind of going to go from there with some shit. So,
oh, yeah.
See, I'm all right.
No,
This is going to be fucking brutal.
it's going to be a
You're
good
like,
one.
have
It's
sniffed
gonna be a
lines
good
of
one.
cocaine nonstop, apparently.
I had a bang of
A bang?
a Bang energy drink on the drive here,
Okay.
and then the Monster here. So
Oh, I forgot about that shit. You are like a child when you have these things, aren't
I
you?
love energy
my
drinks.
Fucking
so
God.
fucking good.
I see. Mine are weird. I sometimes have the reverse effect. Like I'll get like the other night at work, I got two. Actually, I got that, and then I got two of like the zero sugar ones and shit, like on top of it, and like they almost put me to sleep more often than not.
You know what puts me to sleep? Coffee.
Really?
Coffee doesn't do anything for me.
Not anymore.
No.
Most of the Death Wish stuff.
Well, I haven't had the Death Wish in a while. I need to order some and stuff. So, all right. So this episode, just freestyle.
Oh yeah, we're free balling.
It's going to be more of a, almost if you think about it as a radio one, because it's just going to be different segments.
Yeah, which I mean is I kind of feel like that's our new format to the show, is what we were trying to explain when we started this back up. It's like we're just going to just take topics and kind of roll with them, kind of thing, which I'm more of a fan of.
If we get more people interacting, they can just give us topics
That's
to
all
talk about.
I'm waiting for is we have our set topics, and then we have just some random Joe Schmo be like, hey, what do you guys think of this? And it's like, yeah, we can talk about that for fucking 15 minutes.
So that'd be good. I mean,
people are just
our likes on our Facebook are up, but
seriously,
it's pretty good. Yeah, we're over 100 and something likes.
I didn't even realize.
Not even kidding.
Is it bots?
No, it's real. It's real people. Real people.
Quite honestly, I plug and say we're on Facebook, and then I don't even know that
we
we're
have
on Facebook.
123 people like our page on Facebook.
Okay.
I've been on the social media grind. I don't like it because I don't even care for social media.
Yeah, well, better you than me because I forget.
400 people like us on Twitter too. So.
Well, that's like with my flag football thing. I haven't
stop
posted
sending me spam. All right, I got the email.
That wasn't spam.
I have enough spam on my spam email account.
That was.
I don't need any.
Did it
more
show
spam.
up in your spam?
No.
Oh, thank God.
No.
I was nervous about that because guess what? Nobody's fucking donated to it.
No, that email, I just send all of my random shit.
Thanks.
No problem.
I guess I'm classified as random shit now.
I have my personal account that's my professional one.
Well, I mean, if you don't want to help kids with cancer. So where do you want to begin, heartless bastard?
I'm curious. I want to hear this tag team one that you sent me.
So, because I basically sent you the state of affairs for the tag team kind of thing.
You just sent me tag team and Ronda.
And
that's all you said.
I thought I said Finn Balor too.
Nope, you just said Ronda.
I'm going into prove you wrong mode now.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me bring up the fucking evidence. Rousey, air quote, leaving, and Finn possibilities at Rumble were the things. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
So anyway.
He was right one time.
Hey, man, you got to cherish those. It's twice a year.
Yeah, so shoot on your tag teams here.
Yeah, so it kind of has to go with the... this is when we need a fucking video camera, because what the fuck did I just see out of the corner of my eye? Oh, bang, bang. So it kind of has to go with basically the shit that's been going on with the revival and all that. I feel with AEW becoming a thing now, obviously. What?
AEW?
I said AEW. It just sounded like all one word and
all right.
one letter.
Everybody
pretty much.
Rewind that and listen to it. So.
They probably are AEW.
AEW.
It's like WWE.
AEW.
WWE.
All wrestling.
Yeah, okay.
We're waiting.
So I feel like with All Elite being a thing now, it's so much easier to just say All Elite. With All Elite being a thing now, and you can obviously see that WWE is feeling the pressure of it already with just like, hey, if you get an offer from an independent scene, we're going to fucking, double that offer and blah, 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 blah. You would think, and now with this very public, very social media driven request by the Revival to basically start not only putting them in a good spot as a team, but putting all of tag team divisions throughout WWE in a better fucking spot and better utilized. You would think with AEW becoming a thing now that WWE would actually take that Otis and put some legitimate work into their tag team divisions and some actual good creative. And what have we gotten for the past 2 weeks? Especially on the Raw side of things.
Lucha House Party.
Lucha House Party bullshit. Jinder Mahal and the fucking Singh brothers. You get a bullshit Revival match for the tag team championship with Kurt Hawkins special guest refereeing.
He did a really good job refereeing.
He did a good job. Like it was actually, he was entertaining as the ref and very good. But like, if that's what we're getting at and that's the effort that you apply to that, you are going to lose out on so many potential like free agents and guys that want to be tag teams in your company. And like, I guess maybe they are just so dependent on their singles guys that Vince in his mind says, well, I don't need tag teams. I can just run the single guys. So I wish we would put more effort because, like, you see the New Day and Usos feud. If we could just get 10% of that throughout the entire tag team division, then that division becomes something legitimate. But like, we all know the Raw side of things is fucking garbage. And that is French for garbage. Corey. So it's frustrating with the 3-hour show that Monday Night Raw is, that we can't put a little bit better effort into that tag team division for a fucking 3-hour show that is a drag to get through.
Absolutely.
So why not utilize some better creative and make 4 of your fucking tag teams, just like SmackDown, a big deal and something that's legitimate so that we can fucking make that entertaining and a worthwhile part of the program.
Yeah, and just to like back up your statement of revitalizing tag team, like just tag team matches, I remember you texted me this weekend saying you showed Ken the Undisputed Era versus Mustache Mountain, and I once you text me that, I was like, oh, that's a good match. You know what? I'm gonna go back and watch that.
Yep.
So I watched that tag team match, and then I ended up watching one of the old Revival versus DIY matches, and I just remembered like, I fucking love good tag team wrestling. Yep.
It is some of the more entertaining matches you can watch.
Yeah. And like those matches were awesome. Because which one? You showed him the one from the UK special of Mustache?
No, I actually showed him the TakeOver one.
Oh, see, I watched the Mustache Mountain versus Undisputed in the UK.
It is as good, if not better, than the TakeOver one.
Yeah, so. And I just remember watching that. That got me excited for just tag team wrestling. And then I think I ended up watching singles matches.
And it's like Ken's always kind of a good barometer of it. Fuck yourself. He's like a good barometer of it because he is the casual fan.
Yeah.
And he fucking sat there, and he still kind of to this day like doesn't really know what NXT is.
No, he doesn't. I think he knows it exists.
He knows it's
barely.
He knows it's like a WWE thing.
Yeah,
is basically what it is. And like he sat there and was fucking glued to the TV watching Undisputed Era and Mustache Mountain, like actually commenting on shit throughout the match and like, ooh, I fucking like that. I like these guys and blah blah blah. And it's like, you need to take 10% of the effort you put into that fucking match and that storytelling and all that shit and apply a little bit of that to your fucking every week longest running episodic fucking TV show.
And it's it just shows how much they care about tag team wrestling, because you have great tag teams in NXT, but then once you come to main roster, like I love Chad Gable and Bobby Roode, but like that's just a hodgepodge. You had many tag teams, but then you form a random 2 single competitors
that was that,
into
like,
a tag team champion. Like,
we don't know what to do with Bobby Roode. Well, Chad Gable's not doing anything, and that was that. And all of a sudden, they're tag champs.
It's the same thing with the Bar. They started off like, I love the Bar. I love Cesaro at the time.
Yeah,
and like it was just, they had no idea what to do, because they did a best out of 7 matches, and then they become a tag team.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's like, that's so fucking stupid because it's forced. But I mean, granted, now they are an amazing tag team.
One of the best tag teams in your company.
It's because they're on SmackDown. Yep. I would gladly watch their matches because it's always good.
Well, yeah.
Them against the New Day, them against the Usos.
Yep.
I mean, if you give a chance against like Sanity or something, Eric Young and Big Damo.
Well, and that's the thing is that the Bar going to SmackDown, like, definitely saved their tag team career, because they were starting to do the same shit on Raw, where they were the team running the show on Raw, and it's like it started to become to a point where it's like it would be them against the fucking B team, and it's like, are you fucking serious? Right? Like, this is such a waste.
They built it so bad that it's like, why is this even a match? Like right now, because the B team was a joke. Like at one point, it was like, well, there's the B team, then there was Seth and Dean.
Yep.
And then there was Seth and Jordan. And then there was...
I hate that.
There's just so many random stupid single pairings.
And the Raw creative, for some reason, that's all they do because they can't fucking develop an already made tag team.
Yeah.
And so they literally just go like, well, I mean, I don't know, fucking...
him and him.
It's like Titus O'Neil and... oh, hey, Apollo Crews. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. Apollo Crews, you're black. Like, okay, we'll make you guys a tag team. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
it's
it's
just
not
lazy.
how it works. Oh, it's so frustrating.
Apollo Crews is, well, he used to be in a tag team with Akira Tozawa.
Yeah,
but like Apollo Crews, like, push him as a singles. Like, they're doing it now.
Now they're finally doing it, and I'm on the right road with him.
It's just like random. Like, hey, you're singles. Just team up together now, and it's like just boring, and it's like you prove yourself in this 5-minute match you got now, and it's like, what the hell? Like,
no shit.
How can you even do it? And
well, it's like
it's gonna be a fluky finish too. So there you go.
It's always a fucking. Well, it's like, it's case in point where, I mean, you can go down the list of, you basically have like the Revival, the Ascension. Like, teams that were fucking legit in the NXT scene, and all of a sudden they come up here and completely disappear. It's like, if you just give them an actual semi-solid creative and booking, they would be through the roof fucking tag teams, but instead they are just like paperweights of the division. It's just literally like, oh fuck, we need a tag team match tonight to fill that like 9:15 slot on Raw. It's like, oh yeah, well, we have the Ascension here. Let's have them fucking face like so-and-so for 3 fucking minutes. Like, that's what their effort is in the tag team division.
And it's like the same thing. Like, even if you look back at just NXT, like takeovers and stuff, you had like great matches where it was even like Revival and DIY. Like, yeah, they kept on putting on good matches, but then there was even triple threats when you threw an AOP in there. And then when you had like Sanity,
another tag team that's nothing on Raw.
I think one of them's injured now. I think that's the latest one.
Well, that is a better excuse than what they've been doing with them, because you talk about 2 legitimate monster guys, and like,
did they win the tag team titles?
They had the tag titles for maybe like 3 weeks to a month, and then that was that. And it wasn't even, they won it off of a Seth Rollins handicap match
that took way too long.
Yep.
Like, I understand.
2 big monster dudes took like a half hour to beat Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I understand you got to make Seth look strong and stuff, but at one point you just feel like, oh, 2 big dudes can just overpower him, and like, oh, that sucks. It's like, you still make Seth look strong, but it's 2 monsterish dudes.
And it kind of just, it bleeds into their whole, how no one can have faith in them with NXT call-ups. It's like that's basically what it just leads to. Like you're frightened to death of like an Aleister Black coming up to main roster because it's like, oh, he's gonna pretty much turn into like a fucking Gangrel here at some point.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be good.
And that's no. Now I forgot what I was gonna. But because the Ascension, they were the most dominant tag team in NXT. Now they're a joke. And they're
like the leaders of the loser.
They're the jobbers right now because they jobbed out to Heavy Machinery.
That's right.
Heavy Machinery.
And once again, Heavy Machinery, like, did you watch their match on Raw?
Yeah.
Fucking entertaining.
Yeah,
it was a fun fucking match. I guarantee you that's going to be their biggest moment.
Yep.
Of their entire like main roster career.
Or it's going to be copy and paste next week.
Yep.
And then copy and paste next week.
Yep.
Then they're just like, then they're going to have a shot at the titles, and then that's about it.
It's going to be no backstage segment. It's going to be no storylines. It's
Taki,
oh my god,
Taki.
You need to totally take advantage of fucking Otis and put him in any sort of like.
Yeah.
He can be his own New Day, like random backstage segment after random backstage segment. Do you think they'll do that with him? Probably fucking not whatsoever. Nope. We're going to continue to have like fucking Jinder Mahal's whatever fucking Saki or whatever the fuck he says moments. I don't even remember what the hell it is. Woosah. I don't know. I don't remember. What are you doing over there?
I'm just checking stuff. No, I think it is funny because like I mean, Heavy Machinery might get over with their like comedy and stuff.
Anyways, continue.
Their comedy stuff, but I mean they're good. Like they put on decent matches.
That match was fun.
Yeah,
I liked it.
But I mean, you got to give them more than like the 5. Maybe if it's a tag team title match, they get the 10 minutes because they get a commercial break. But it's just like you got to give tag teams a better chance.
It's like
because
the revival. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, what?
Go suck a big fat.
Oh, we gotta take
dick.
a break because I gotta
go ahead.
Write this down.
Go ahead, Corey.
But it's now I'm all really I'm lost.
Oh wow, that affected you.
It did. Because I was just ready to stop.
God,
how about you go?
Ready for spaghetti?
I'm so ready for dinner.
Oh, my belly's yelling at me. No, I was gonna say It's perfect that we're talking about the revival of all teams demanding this, and that, because you talk about the perfect tag team to build around like a renaissance of your division. You take these guys that want to be an old school, no flips, just fists, and they just want to beat the fuck out of everyone. You use them as your centerpiece to build back up your fucking tag team division.
You can build the perfect babyface tag team again.
Oh my god!
Because anybody can go back, watch like the perfect heel tag team team in the revival, and it's because they made it takes two to tango, but like American Alpha, that was a tag team. They got hugely over because of how heelish the revival was.
They were the massive baby face to the revival's massive heel,
right?
And that's how they got over.
It's perfect too, because like if you go back, it's like there was times where I didn't even care for American Alpha, but I was pissed because the revival won. Because it was just like, oh, that was like the perfect heel like stuff, perfectly timed stuff. The revival's so damn fucking good.
You know what?
They're so good.
I almost hate to say it. One of WWE's, and I'm assuming it was their decision, one of their worst things that they did, honestly, was taking away the Fashion Files.
Oh,
I mean, because you talk about a perfect segment to throw the tag teams in for the time being, just to give them some sort of backstage thing to do. Like, the Fashion Files made the Ascension a thing for like a solid month and a half.
Oh yeah,
because they were so involved in that Fashion Files storyline.
And it was so funny too, because it was still comedy act, but it was still entertaining at matches. When Tyler Breeze was dressing up as the janitor and the old lady and stuff. It was so fucking good.
I mean, you look at it. The Fashion Files led the Fashion Police to a title shot. Actually, I think it was 2 title shots they got out of that run of doing the Fashion Files.
And they were pretty damn close at one, and dude, the crowd
over.
almost fucking crazy popped too. But nope, they didn't pull the trigger again. But that was when the Usos were the Usos. So
yeah, I mean, it
was tough.
That is tough, but at the same time, it's like,
the Usos are going to be sticking around.
Well, and it's almost like sometimes...
Give it to the... It's like basketball. Give it to the hot hand.
Seriously. But it's almost like WWE goes into this thing where they have one hot tag team that's kind of running the division. And it's almost like they sit there and they go, okay, well, we have our one hot tag team that's running the division. We're good. We're solid. It's like, no, you need like 2, 3, 4 more tag teams to compete with that. It's, oh, well, the New Day are really strong right now. Okay, so you're going to feed them like the Colognes for a month and just get squashed? Like, it seems to be they get stuck in that repeat sometimes. I don't fucking get it. So...
Do you want to go
that
to
was that.
the next topic?
I'll let you choose. Go ahead.
All right.
Corey.
It's gonna be about me.
Go ahead, speak.
Of how my excitement level for wrestling again.
I don't want that to unplug.
That's true.
Continue.
How my excitement level for wrestling went right back up.
Yes.
Because it was, I would almost say it was at an all-time low. I was burnt out of wrestling.
Yep.
Because it was just like a whole bunch of stuff around the holidays. There was Wrestle Kingdom and stuff like that. And then
so you're talking like recent.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Because it was top when it was Wrestle Kingdom. Like I was up there and then like, but no, it was because around Christmas it was like shitty.
Wrestle Kingdom was underwhelming.
Yeah. It wasn't the greatest, but it was still good. But like, the Christmas episodes and all that stuff for Raw and SmackDown, like I legit barely watched any of those, and it was just like kind of just lull period for wrestling.
Yeah,
but then Wrestle Kingdom got me back into it sort of, but then like I wouldn't call it the McMahon shakeup because I think that I haven't seen anything really. No. SmackDown just got better. Raw hasn't changed at all. The only thing that they kind of switched was Finn Balor, because I don't think Braun has been fully cleared to wrestle. But like when I watched NXT UK Takeover Blackpool, that got me excited just because it was good fucking wrestling. The surprise, like I was pumped up when I just saw the appearance of Walter. Like, I got super pumped on that.
Yep.
Like, I haven't been pumped for wrestling like that in a while. And then just the matches between, like, Ray and Almas lately, that's been fucking amazing. And even the stuff going on with the women's division on SmackDown.
Yep.
On SmackDown has been exciting, too. Just
specifically mentioned.
Basic. It's true, though.
It's anything that isn't Raw related.
Yeah, because like Mustafa Ali, like his tag team matches against Daniel Bryan, and the feud he's been going on with Samoa Joe, that should be fucking good too.
I had a Ken moment the other day, like a moment with Ken, and it was when I stopped over there and I was showing him some of the NXT things, and so I asked him, I think it was when like Ray and Almas had just had their like first match. And so I asked him, I was like, oh, Ken, did you see that Ray and Almas match? And he goes, yeah. And then he stops and he goes, buddy, someone's got to figure out what to do with this Samoa Joe guy. He's starting to take everybody out, and it's not going to be a good thing. Someone's got to fucking put an end to him. Okay.
All right. That's the cat. We gotta get him on here. I got that extra microphone, but it's true. We gotta ask him. It's just like that. Well, do you think Mustafa Ali's gonna do it? Like we would get the full blown like.
And I wonder he'd be like, I like this Ali guy, because he wouldn't get that first name out.
No, it's like. He's the underdog, but I mean, he doesn't give up easily. He gets thrown around.
He is such an old school, it's real to me, damn it, like fucking casual wrestling fan. It's incredible.
But no, anyway, he would be the perfect one to ask, to be like, oh no, he's the underdog, but I mean, he pinned the champion, so he can.
I guarantee you he popped at the end of SmackDown when you watched it when Orton RKO'd him out of nowhere. I guarantee he was like, fuck that.
SmackDown does it really well when because you do not see it coming. Because even Samoa Joe sold it that he kept on looking at the camera.
You know who's really bad at that? Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
If you ever notice, he'll cut the promo, and then it's like you can tell it's that moment that someone's supposed to come out, and he'll do like wicked obvious, like, okay.
Did you also see on Monday he kind of screwed up his promo again?
He's not.
Because I think even
his confidence is completely gone.
I think Brock even laughed at him.
He did. He fumbled his words, and Brock literally laughed out loud. He was like, "Oh, you're gonna take the title for me," or something like that.
Yeah, because I think he said something to Finn Balor like, "I hope you win." And it's like, but you were just saying you wanted to take it off Brock.
I think his confidence and manhood's completely stripped lately. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
He's been something lately.
He honestly went from a dude that I specifically tuned in to watch what he was going to do to now he comes out and I'm like, Strowman's coming out. Okay, just got to get through this.
Because that's what it was like on Raw, because it was like Brock came out and I was like, all right, Finn's coming out. Mm-hmm. Braun? Why Braun? Mm-hmm. Like, it's stupid.
Like, he still gets a pop, but it's gotten to that point where it's like, stop making him try to be a promo guy.
Yeah.
Just go back to, like, he says 2 fucking words. He wants to kill you, and he tears down the fucking stage or something. Just, like, go back to that.
The peak was when he was feuding with Roman. That got him over. Mm-hmm. And then when he was doing, like, once he started doing a little bit of the comedy stuff with Elias, and he's saying with, like, the fucking stand-up bass.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. That's when you should have struck. Mm-hmm. And then you did, like, a random fucking heel turn. Just so you can get
killed everything.
Yeah, so you can get the Shield back together. Like, you could have done something better.
That fucking killed everything.
That was horrible. That was another horrible part at Raw when you had the freaking the Dogs of War, where it was Braun.
Raw was almost unwatchable when they were doing that.
Plus, it was like all of your titles, because I think it was like the tag team titles, the Intercontinental Championship, and then the Universal Championship.
We're all tied up in these guys. Yeah.
Just in that one feud,
and basically. That was when you got a 3-hour Raw episode, and like 2 hours and 17 minutes of those 3 hours were this like Dogs of War, Shield, Baron Corbin, like, we don't fucking care anymore.
Yeah, that was when I think it was going down. But
God. Yeah, that was a brutal time in Raw.
Now to turn around, but my excitement is back in wrestling just because it's like, plus it's Rumble season going into WrestleMania. So, because Rumble, I think it's just everyone excited just because, like,
telling you, man, it's just the Rumble. It's the effect a Rumble has.
Right.
Just like
you want to
see it.
You get amped up.
Yeah.
You want to see who wins it. It's going to pave the way to WrestleMania. You want to see some cool little returns or cool little surprises during the Rumble match and stuff. It just gets you pumped. And then of course there's always when there's a takeover involved. It's now it's no matter
changes
what
the game.
Now it doesn't matter what takeover it is. It's just it's going to be good wrestling. Because that Mustache Mountain versus the Liverpool's number one and
oh my
James
God.
Conner or
no
I'm
forgetting his name. Zach Gibson and oh, my OCD is going to drive me nuts about this.
The NXT Tag Team Champions.
Oh, what the fuck is his partner's name? Gibson and
Joseph Connor?
No.
I really hope
James Drake.
James Drake, yeah, Mayhem. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good freaking match. The Tony Storm Rhea Ripley was a good match. That was just good matches. Eddie Dennis versus fucking Mastiff. That was a good one too.
God, what a just
and then
odd. That Eddie Dennis, dude, shockingly strong. Apparently, he was doing some shit where it's like,
the knees.
How is this pencil leg motherfucker doing this right now?
No, he was just not pencil legged. He's built like a pencil.
He is.
He's just 7 feet tall. He's built like fucking Brandon Ingram.
When he tried to do one of those like across the ring power bombs, it's like, dude.
Yeah. Don't push it, please. I don't want to see like your knees go flamingo and then. Oh, that's tough. But yeah, my excitement is back into wrestling. So.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think a lot of it has to do with it being the Rumble Mania season. I think that plays a huge part into it.
And then the fact that we're going to WrestleMania too, so like that doesn't hurt either. And I was been kind of looking to see like, I think it's too far out, but I was trying to see if there was any like indie shows too that were going on around WrestleMania,
Yep.
around our thing, so we don't have to like really, go take a subway or drive to them anyway. But I haven't seen too much. It's just the Madison Square Garden one.
I was going to say, so it sounds like that Saturday might be the like just hang out and wander day in a sense.
Yeah. See what's around or whatever.
I'm gonna it sounds, I don't want to say fanboyish of me, but I'm totally gonna want to get like an actual New York pizza.
Oh yeah.
I just want to.
I wonder if
I just want to see if it actually is like
we
a
can use
difference.
the One Bite app.
I'm kind of honestly, that's kind of what I was getting at. Like I just want to see what like if we have a good high ranked spot in and around where we're at. And give it a shot.
I wonder if I can. Yeah, because we got to do some kind of. We got to do the kind of touristy things, like you get like a New York pizza or whatever, and then like I don't know, just see random stuff, maybe, whatever's in.
I mean,
the area.
I'm not gonna do like let's go to the Statue of Liberty. Like I'm just like there's gonna be the point where on that Saturday we're probably gonna be like, okay, can only chill at the Airbnb for so long,
right? But I mean, there's a TV there, so I mean, we can probably kill some time, and then
like
at one point we're probably gonna be like, yeah, you know what, let's just go fucking walk, maybe grab a drink or something.
Like I said, I wanted to bring the PlayStation. You gave me the funky look, but I figured if we want to play games or if we wanted to throw the network on, for fucking shits and giggles.
Well, I think that's got like a Roku or whatever, but I'd just rather have it tied to
and then plus I'd rather have like my own shit. I don't want to sign in on there. I'm typical
either a
weird
PlayStation
like
or we can just bring. I have an extra like Fire TV too.
Even if you
just
have
plug
one of those,
that in.
That
might be better. Instead of but a PlayStation we can play game and stuff. But
then again, like who knows? We might not be there enough to justify like bringing games to players. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Anyways,
we'll see. So, and then I don't know. My excitement. I mean, we could kind of done with that.
I'm actually just kind of to put a bow on it on that topic. I'm right there with you. I pretty much agree with everything. There was a time very recently where it was just like, I don't know if it was just overload or honestly with Raw especially, it was just such shit where it's like
killed it.
It killed the mood, honestly.
Well, that was the one from our long hiatus or whatever we took. One of our last podcasts was just a negative podcast,
and we were like, we
shit on everything. Because I think that was like the super into the Roman experiment all of that.
It was like Roman to the moon.
When every pay-per-view was either Roman versus Brock or like Roman. No, that was probably the Shield and stuff too. Yeah. Maybe I won't. I hate listening to myself, but it's like go back and listen to see what was happening at that time to see what kind of killed it.
I remember that was the thick. It was Roman was pushed to the moon for everything. Like Ambrose was injured. Finn had this like constant feud with like Corbin and Elias, like back and forth, and just like it was gross.
That's horrible.
It was gross. But that was that. I mean, I guess we can sort of chit chat. We kind of talked about it a little bit in the Rumble takeover prediction of Rousey air quote leaving after Mania 35, which the reports are out that she's not leaving. I guess it was in her contract that at any time she wanted to, she could basically take a break to like start a family with her husband, which has been like, because she had said, and of course this all comes from the fucking dirt sheets and Daddy Dave Meltzer and all that fucking shit.
Uncle Dave.
But that like, one, her contract actually isn't up until like 2021 or something like that. But in her contract, it was basically like, she can take a leave of absence whenever she wants to fucking start a family. Ronda has been quoted saying that numerous times, that WWE wasn't a permanent, like, this is my next move in my career and this is what I'm going to do. Like, she basically was just like, this is something I want to do and am going to do it, but it's not like my next thing that I'm going to do for fucking 15 years is WWE. So it makes sense that, after Mania, she probably will go away, but it's not permanently.
And it's one of those things, too, and I was listening to Busted Open today, and or was it the other day? No, today. But it's just like Ford, like, yeah, it was yesterday because I was in the car for so fucking long. It was annoying. But even if she was leaving for good after the 1 year, you have to give it to her. She did one fucking hell of a job.
No shit.
Like,
no shit.
A lot better than most people would do in their first year in the WWE.
Because
from not wrestling.
Honestly, I had Alicia Fox expectations for her when she came in. I was like, this is going to be a complete fucking dud.
Yeah.
She's going to be awful. And like, granted, you have to give her the credit. Like, I couldn't stand up there and do a fucking promo in front of 10,000 fucking people.
Nope.
So it's like, I could care less about her promo ability. Like, she's fine in the ring. She's like serviceable on the mic because she gets in there. My only problem with her, and I don't know if it's been her or the booking, is stop making her the I'm so fucking happy to be here chick.
I know
it's so annoying.
You want the badass. You want UFC Ronda Rousey.
It fucking kills me. Where like there was. What was the most recent thing?
With her and Sasha when she was it was a great honor to pin Sasha.
She got like attacked at a pay-per-view or something. I think it was like a Nia Jax thing or whatever. And the very next night, I think it was at a pay-per-view and the very next night was Raw. She comes out the very next night on Raw and it should have been she comes out fucking pissed and ready to fight. Her music hits and she comes out with the typical like smile on her face, waving. Yeah. It's like, you just got blindsided last night and you're Ronda fucking Rousey and you're coming out like picking fucking flowers and like high-fiving girls in the crowd. Like, no. Like, stop with the fucking, like, oh, my, gee, guys, thanks for clapping for... Like, that's not Ronda Rousey.
Like I understand you're the baby face, but at times it's like you gotta switch that on.
Yeah. Oh, that's been my only problem with her, like, booking of it.
You gotta say, that best debut ever.
Best debut that
was probably the best
That was
match.
the most entertaining match of that WrestleMania. Yep. It really
was.
The
Asuka and Charlotte one was good.
Yeah.
It could have been better.
Mm-hmm. But like, it's just, what the fuck was I just had something in my brain.
Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar again. And then it was AJ versus Shinsuke. Yeah, it had to be that one.
I think it was that one. Fuck me, dude. Oh, I just had a really like big point, important thought in my fucking head. Oh, it totally fucking escaped me now. Shit, I don't know. Like I said, that was my only problem with her. Oh, this is what I was going to say. Like, to all those people that bitched and complained, and I was probably one of them at the time because I didn't really believe in her, but it's like, to bitch and complain of like, oh, like she doesn't deserve to have the title on her and blah, blah, blah. It's like, honestly, what was best for business at the time was putting the fucking belt on Ronda Rousey. Like, let's be real. She's a massive crossover star. Huge. And who's going to put asses in seats more? Mickie James being your fucking Raw champion or Ronda Rousey being your fucking Raw Women's champion? I think it's going to be Ronda.
I'm going to be hovering. I'm going to be hovering towards Ronda Rousey.
So it's just that part of it. It's still, and people still bitch about that to this day. And it's like, I'm sorry. It's just why Brock Lesnar's basically been your Universal Champ for what feels like 5 years now.
Yeah.
It's because, unfortunately, he puts fucking asses in seats.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sorry. It's like, that's probably why you're going to get Cena possibly going for the 17th championship coming up here pretty soon.
Because a lot of people know Cena. Yeah.
Yep.
And you can't blame the guy. Like, I forget who was saying it, but like, if someone told you, hey, here's a whole lump sum of money and you only have to work these couple days, are you going to turn that down?
Yeah.
Because I know I'm not.
Yeah.
So you're telling me I only need to work 5 days out of the year and I'm getting paid, like 6-7 figures?
Exactly.
I will take that in a heartbeat.
Just like Lesnar, it's like, oh, we'll pay you fucking $5 million and you have to show up to 8 dates all year long.
You have to wrestle 8 matches.
What a sacrifice.
Yeah.
And those ones that you don't have to wrestle, you have to stand there while Paul Heyman talks next to you. Oh, okay.
Do whatever you want, buddy. And yes, okay, yep, okay, yep. Where do I sign? I'll sign it a couple times.
You'd be an idiot not to sign on and continue to do that. So I don't know. So to me, almost in a way, it's not really a big deal with her leaving. And plus, I like the fact that it gives you more storyline shit when she's gone. Like, you can now build up to the 4 horsewoman match if you wanted to while she's gone.
You can build it up better when everyone's ready instead of like
because those
torpedoing that right to the top.
Jessamine
Duke and Maria Strong.
Strong.
Shafir?
I don't know. No, but that's the reason why you can't do that right now is we can't even like get their names out consistently. And you think like Ken's gonna fucking know who they are?
And I guess they're not really like they're still on the NXT like Florida circuit. Like they're
still in heavy development.
Yeah. So like I would rather wait for them to be completely ready because I mean Shayna Baszler was ready yesterday.
Oh my god, dude, she is a golden ticket.
Get the other of them. So like if you do a like 8-woman tag team match and it can be super entertaining, I'd rather have that instead of like a sloppy one where like it's only like Shayna on one side and then the 4 other ones just dictating the match.
And it's like to sound like that total it's real to me, damn it, guy. It wouldn't feel right if they like tried to get this ready for Mania. It just wouldn't.
And then the fact too, and it would feel weird because it's like, so you're telling me a team of Charlotte, Becky, Bayley, and
all
Sasha,
of a sudden,
well, like not even get together, but that team has to go up against anybody. It's like, I'll take that team any day of the week.
That's why you have to take like a solid year to build up the MMA 4 horsewoman to be like oh my fucking god, they are unstoppable.
Right.
Yeah. So that's that. So I don't see her leaving as such a big fucking deal that everyone's making it out to be.
She did full time. She takes a break. I mean, everyone takes a break after a while, but
look at Randy Orton. He fucking
yeah. But I think it'll be fine, and then she'll be back. She'll be either a surprise return at the Rumble or something, or...
Well, I just read an article, too, that she got interviewed today by ESPN, and obviously she was putting in a fucking work against, like, Sasha Banks for their match this Sunday or whatever. But, like, she answered the legitimate question they first initially asked her, like, about the break and, like, is it to start your family? And she was like... if I honestly have to get asked about any time that I want to do something that involves my fucking uterus, I like will never be able to live my daily life. And it's like, it's kind of bullshit. You have to answer questions about like, do you want to start a family and have a baby? Like, yes. And why is that a big deal?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't blame her for fucking going off like that.
Yep. What are we at for time?
Well, we still got one more segment. If you want to do the Finn Balor one.
Oh, fuck yeah. For some reason in my brain, I think I'm still stuck on the Rumble thing and felt like we already talked about it. Anyways.
No, I think we said we would talk more about it in the other episode.
Yeah. I have like 14 scenarios I want to see for Finn. He's just that dude where it's like he's so fucking cool.
He should be NXT UK champion.
Oh my god, and put all the belts on him.
Yeah.
It's just like example A, Megan fucking does not watch wrestling whatsoever. Favorite dude right now is fucking Finn Balor. And you know why? It's because, I quote,
he's a cool guy.
He wears a cool leather jacket. He's just a cool dude.
It's true. I mean, if I didn't know he was like an awesome wrestler or anything, like if you showed me a picture of him, I'd be, that's a cool fucking guy. He should be winning stuff.
You see him, you see his entrance, and you're like, this guy's fucking cool.
Yeah.
I like him. And that's the effect he has.
I guarantee you, if you just throw one of those like people that don't watch wrestling at all and you show them like the Finn Balor, not the demon one, because they'd be like, okay, that's a little weird.
You have to build up to the demon.
You show them like the regular entrance and be like, oh, that guy's fucking cool. Yep. He's good looking and he's cool. Yep. All right. And it's like, okay, yeah. That or you show him Drew McIntyre.
Oh man,
Dreamboat.
Oh, he could do anything to me.
Yeah.
Oh.
He would do anything to you. It's not like you would fight up against that. So.
Because when she was watching Finn Balor, I was like, "Oh, honey, you haven't seen a man until you've seen Drew McIntyre." But anyways,
that's what I always say. I was like, "Here's the man's man right here."
Man, oh, dude, if I looked like that, holy shit! Oh, I would hit on men.
Yeah. No, men would hit on me.
Oh, why?
I wouldn't have to do anything.
I don't know why. Yeah, I wouldn't have to apply effort for that.
Yeah. No effort given into anything.
Topic. So, but no, like, I just want. This is like the time now where you need to capitalize on doing your. It's about to be really offensive. Capitalize on your whole bullshit. We're gonna give the crowd what they want stance that you're taking now, and it's like. You fucking push a guy like Finn to the moon. Mm-hmm. This is now the time where you could make this guy the face of your company.
Yeah.
When like at a time where I'm sorry, but you need one.
Yeah. They don't really have anything going right now. They don't, because
right now they have like this is gonna sound horrible, and I don't mean it like this, but for their like face of the company. They pretty much just have like 20 upper mid-carder guys right now.
Yeah.
If you kind of get what I'm saying, is they don't have that like Stone Cold Steve Austin. They don't have that Rock. They have like a bunch of... They have a bunch... I don't want to say like a bunch of like Chris Jerichos, but like...
They don't have the
They have a bunch of that like... tier 2 kind of guy.
Yeah.
They don't have that dude that is like transcending and being like, you watch WWE because of this dude. And I mean, some of that in a sense, I guess, kind of has to do with like the brand split. But at the same time, it's just like you do like it's as simple as that. You don't have that guy that's the face of the company right now.
No.
Because like you almost have to sit here and still say that it's like, in a way, it's almost like it's just still John Cena.
Yeah, he's the only one that's like pushing the needle or whatever they say. Because like even when they were trying to do it with Roman, he wasn't getting over. And it's not because and no one was tuning in to watch Roman.
Oh my fucking god!
I mean, he had his fans and stuff, but at the same time, it's not like it's.
But it wasn't that like you were taking people that didn't even watch wrestling, and when Roman was champion, it was like, oh yeah, fucking, I'm gonna watch it because of this guy. Like, fuck no, there hasn't been anyone like that since the Stone Cold, since the Rock, since the Cenas. Right?
No, you will not. If Roman came back, he would get a pop. Obviously,
yeah, he would.
I would pop. Yeah. I don't want it to be too soon though, but like when Austin either comes out or like if he won a title. The place explodes. You don't really have that with anybody. Unless Finn wins at the Rumble, that place will explode. Well,
and see what you
But he's not.
That's where I say, like, as a face of the company, you have a bunch of upper mid-card guys because you have a bunch of guys that, like, in wrestling, to wrestling fans, they're a big deal. You don't have that guy right now that just a casual, everyday, like, non-wrestling fan dude is like, oh yeah, that's Seth Rollins. Like, you don't have that where it's like people, almost everyone knows who the fuck Stone Cold Steve Austin is. Like
everyone knows who The Rock is.
Everyone knows who The Rock is. Like almost everyone knows who fucking John Cena is. Mm-hmm. But it's like you don't have that with AJ Styles. You don't have that with Daniel Bryan, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor.
Daniel Bryan, borderline just because he's on Total Bellas and stuff.
Well, yeah, if it wasn't for that, but I'm talking like face of the company. Like, yeah okay, some fucking... God, sometimes the shit that I filter out. Some people who watch Total Bellas are going to say like, yeah, I know who Daniel Bryan is and blah, blah, blah. But you're not going to have that like random dude that's just like, oh, fuck yeah, that's Daniel Bryan. He's that fucking dude on WWE. They're going to see him and be like, who the fuck is this? Who's this little hippie?
Yeah. Why is he yelling about veganism and stuff?
And so it's like I don't know if it's just, and this is where I don't know if it comes down to WWE isn't really building it, which I think has something to do with it, but also like there just needs to be that person that does something thing.
Yeah. Like
That
they
sticks out from the rest. And I think no matter what, that all comes down to WWE.
Yeah, because I mean, they still do like the morning news, rotations and stuff like that. But you don't see them going on Ellen and stuff. You know who's still doing that?
John Cena.
John Cena, because he's still doing like Good Morning America, and I bet like, he's been on Ellen and all that stuff.
You know, they try to make a big deal of like their deal with ESPN, but like, let's be honest, nobody fucking watches ESPN anymore. Nobody fucking cares about ESPN.
No one gives a shit about Max Kellerman that said the Patriots are at the end of the cliff or they're dead and stuff. And all the ESPN worries about now is just, I mean, it's not WWE, but all they care about is their ratings, and they're just trying to do whatever they do to get it.
Well, it's like, and you could see all the time, like when Kurt Angle made his return, it's like there was this big, like, oh, he's gonna be on ESPN at 9 a.m. And it's like, yeah, no one fucking tunes in to watch that because it's fucking ESPN and no one gives a shit.
I'm actually mad when I have to watch ESPN when it's like a Celtics game and it's only on ESPN.
Yeah, and that's why I say, like, I don't know if it's these superstars aren't taking the initiative, which I feel weird saying that because I'm not in their shoes, or if it's WWE that doesn't allow it. But it's like, you got to do the shit where like Daniel Bryan shows up on an episode. Like, stick with me on it, but I know it's over. But it's like Daniel Bryan needs to show up on whatever NBC's The Office is nowadays. Like, Seth Rollins needs to show up on whatever ABC's fucking 9 o'clock Monday night show is, or fucking whatever. Like, that's what you need to start doing if you want to build a face of your company.
It's true.
So
it's the other thing. I don't know. Because I was going to say, like, but now more, I don't know if the wrestlers nowadays are more concerned about their wrestling and their athleticism instead of kind of their image back in the day.
Well, it's like the thought popped across my mind just now where I'm sitting here making this argument for it, and then I'm sitting there and it's like, maybe times have changed and you don't need a face of the company anymore.
Right.
Because wrestling's so like almost social media driven at this point.
Yeah, the face of the company is the athleticism now instead of like, oh, the bra and panties matches and like the beer chugging and like it's different times. Yeah. Like, yeah, that's cool nostalgia fact. But now no one really would care. Like, if you put,
I think we're just, all this is made me realize maybe we're just getting old, Corey.
Millennials. Well, no, because I don't care. I mean, when I was a teenager, bra and panties matches, greatest thing on the face of the earth.
I loved them.
24/7, please. Nowadays, if they put a bra and panties match on, I could tell you
every detail of Stacy Keibler's body until the day that I die.
True.
At this point,
it's really true. Or like the million divas that they had and stuff.
Fucking crazy. Yeah.
But nowadays, it's just like, no, give me a good wrestling.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Give me a good wrestling match. I'm happy. Like, back in the day, I don't think I ever was like, oh, I can't wait for a good wrestling match. But like back in the day when you gave me The Rock and Hulk Hogan, you know that wasn't going to be a good wrestling match.
Well, that's like, it's a very like well-known pointed out fact. That's like, newsflash, everyone. Stone Cold Steve Austin wasn't a very good fucking wrestler. No, but the character.
He was a good one before the neck injury.
Exactly. Yeah. And then after it, he was like, he could have gone toe-to-toe with anyone, and it just would have been a match.
It's the same thing if you think about Hulk Hogan. He was not a good wrestler.
Dreadful. Yeah. And it's like, you almost want to think about it. What Cena's turned into is the 5 moves of doom. Yeah. And that's a Cena match, but dude's the biggest motherfucker in the company.
But if you give him a good opponent, though, give him, 2 years ago? Royal Rumble?
Styles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And SummerSlam? Good fucking match. But yeah, it's once you see that shoulder tackle, fucking 5-knuckle shuffle, FU,
same old shit.
AA, yeah. I don't know.
So I don't. Yeah, maybe I just feel like right now they don't have a face of the company. But then, like I said, it's like maybe that's the way it's moving. Is you don't need a face. You just your brand as a whole. It's almost I don't know.
It's one of those things too. This is going to get into a long rant because I feel like this will because like. You do kind of need the face of a company because who's the face of the NBA right now?
Well, the Warriors and or LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron James, like Steph Curry. Like, yeah, you could sell on the athleticism, but then you also have the face of the company. Face of the NFL, you kind of got like what? Odell to a sense, Tom Brady.
And,
you kind of you got almost every sort of market has their face of the market.
Yeah.
And then for baseball, you got like Mike Trout, you got maybe Mookie Betts,
you got like Bryce Harper,
Manny Machado, Aaron Judge, and stuff.
Yep.
So I mean, you don't need maybe a single face, but you got a couple. But then they're also doing their routes on like ESPN, all that stuff too. So I mean, you could probably get
and they're fucking tons and tons and tons and I think that's a big thing is like they're on tons and tons and tons of commercials for like big shit, and it's like. You see Sheamus on a cricket commercial.
Right.
And it's like, okay, no one fucking knows who. They just see that and they see a weird albino-y guy with a big mohawk and yellow underwear. And they're like, okay, who's this fucking dude?
Yeah, and that's the other thing, too. Like, you see those people, like, if you see Bryce Harper in Gatorade commercials, and it's like, okay, good-looking dude, Gatorade, big company.
They showcase, like, he is a baseball player.
Yeah.
This is Bryce Harper. And it's like sometimes that's kind of what it comes down to is a simple commercial making. Like, sorry, Americans are stupid. You got to tell them, like, this is WWE wrestler so-and-so. And, like, he's advertising for us.
And speaking of, like, the cricket Sheamus commercial, it's like that really just looks like it's just an albino dude in his underwear.
Yeah.
And that's about it with a mohawk. It's like you kind of got to...
Are you just repeating what I said?
Probably. I wasn't paying attention.
Motherfucker, like you had one of those moments. That's literally what I just said 2 minutes ago.
I don't think you've ever done that. Look back in the tapes. But then, like, you see the Jason Tatum commercial for the Gatorade now, and it's him dribbling and dunking. Yep. Like, I wonder what, like, I don't know if it's, like, too much, if it's not the right age group or something.
Well,
like,
it's mostly with those commercials. It'll say, like, at the bottom, it'll say Jason Tatum, Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Like, yep, duh. I know who he is now.
But, like, I wonder if with wrestling, with certain, like, they get sponsors and stuff, like Snickers. They had, Golden Crisp was the latest one? Because that was, like, the latest sponsor or something.
Sure.
But it's, like, can you show, like, not a pile driver. I mean, pile driver is the greatest move ever. But, like, can you show, like Seth Rollins kneeing someone in the face? Or is that against, like, I mean, you can kind of, like, change it graphically because, like, I mean, if I don't know, I'm just thinking like Rice Krispies or something. They're just shot in the, like, you could show like Seth Rollins flying through the air, kneeing the Rice Krispie, and then it shoots out into like a million Rice Krispies, like. But then I'm just saying, like, it's a commercial.
I think this podcast was gonna get to you coming up with a full commercial idea.
I'm just trying to help out the WWE right now. They're never going to hear this.
All right, Vince, listen, this is what we're going to do.
And now they stop listening because you're just going to mock the whole thing.
I don't like it. Come up with something better.
All right. So put a guy in his underwear and have him smiling with a fucking animated smiley face, too, with a mohawk.
Weird fuzzy ball thing. Telling you, I don't
just sold you millions for Rice Krispies, and you got the face of the company now. You're fucking welcome.
I haven't had a Rice Krispie treat, and I don't know how fucking long.
I don't think I can have them
anymore. Oh, my God. I feel like you couldn't.
I feel
like there's something in there.
Yeah. Anyway. I'm a fucking marketing genius. You do need the face of a company. I just proved it right with baseball, fucking basketball. But then it's like entertainment, though. But I mean, every entertainment, like, they have the face of entertainment and stuff too.
Yeah.
So like, I
don't know.
It might.
That's why I don't know if it comes down to that's WWE and it's like, oh well, we don't want to fucking market these guys. They're our wrestlers. And I don't know. And I don't get it.
And I wonder if it's going to change with Fox because Fox is saying they want it more based around the sports.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's the other thing too. It's like, okay, is WWE just like, you know what? We don't need that big platform face of the company guy. It's like our wrestlers are just that. They're our fucking wrestlers.
Yeah.
That's what they do for us. We don't need them appearing on every fucking Hollywood hit movie and blah, 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 blah. It's just, there are wrestlers.
The name's out there. We're already big enough, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, that was actually a kind of cool, interesting. I didn't think that was going to be the one that we were going to have the longest rant on.
Yeah. The tag team one was pretty long.
Yeah.
That we went on, so. I don't know. I'm still, it's always one of those things I think about at least like once a week. I have that like, who is the dude that like runs this show? I know Becky Lynch is the man, but besides that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Anyways, C&G Pro Wrestling Podcast. He's Corey. I'm G. I'm Garrett. We're on a bunch of things where you can listen to stuff, and
I think this is episode 30 right here.
I couldn't even fucking tell you anymore. Sure, you're the guy who does all that shit.
They're numbered. Every single one's numbered.
Sure, cool.
Alrighty.
Yeah, cool. It's Friday. Have a good. Oh no, when are you technically putting this out?
I don't know. Monday, Tuesday.
Whatever.
It's the day of the pod.
Okay. Well. Okay. Bye. Okay. Wait. Before you press the space bar, I just kind of want to delay things. You can go ahead.